This is the Haibike XDURO Trekking RX. Whoop. And it's essentially a commuter version of the Haibike line, which I'm becoming a big fan of. They're kind of stylish. They use the Bosch system, which I really like, one of the first companies to do that here in the US. And this one offers some really neat features that make it great for commuting, you know, if you're in town riding around. Some of those features include a dynamo down here on the front, and that powers the light. So that's cool. It's kind of a European thing where if the battery dies on the bike, you've still got a light for safety. You've got front and rear fenders. You've got a little suspension fork up front, you know, kind of basic, just a sun tour, but it's got a lockout, which is nice, so you can reduce bobbing for efficiency if the roads are smooth. They've even got a little pump built in, and of course this rack, which is awesome. You can put panniers on it, you can put like a little bag on it. It's even got the little, you know, grip thing right there. Pedals are, yeah, kind of basic. These well goes right now. But the really cool part about this bike isn't just all these extra features. It's actually the pedaling drivetrain, because this bike is about, you know, getting out there and being active. We've got 9-speed cassette right there, the SRAM dual drive. And what that's referring to is this. It's like an internally geared hub, and it has 3 speeds. So really you're multiplying 3 times those 9. So it has 27 speeds controlled with these trigger shifters up here. So 9 on this side, 3 on this side. And it's just a really neat system. It's a cool way to pack a bigger range, a broader range of gears while still having a drive system, because these Bosch drives, I don't think it'd be very easy to integrate multiple chains. You're already, I guess it would get fat and you might end up dropping the chain more, that kind of thing. As it is, the motor cuts out when you shift gears, so you're not going to be mashing, which is awesome. I guess while we're on the top of cruising, the tires on this thing, we're looking at 700C, got the Schwab, kind of like narrower, you know, city tires for efficiency. So this thing will just go and go, coast really smoothly, maybe offer a, you know, a little less cush than something with those knobby tires, but you're going to get great traction, good rolling momentum, kind of what you'd expect. I guess I look at this and it's like, this is a really cool sort of, almost like a touring bike, kind of a city bike, but electrified, and in a really cool way, because this promotes pedaling. There's no throttle on it. So the way that this works is you basically just come up to it, press this power button, and the display lights up, and then you pick from 1 of 4 levels of assist. Right now it's in sport mode. We can go even higher, and to do that we can use this little breakout box, so you don't have to take your hand off of the grip when you're riding, and that's important, you know, for safety and stuff. So I can go up a little higher, go to turbo mode. I'm going to use the battery more quickly, but it's going to give me more power for like climbing hills or fighting wind, that kind of thing. And I love the display on this because it's actually, you know, you can swivel it forward and backwards to avoid glare, and you can pop it off. Thing slides off, so you can take this with you, so no one's going to mess with it at the bike rack. Pops back on nice and easy like that. It's just a great system. You know, Bosch is really dialing it in, and I love to see that. So anyway, 350 watt center drive right here. Keeps the weight low and centered, sort of out of the way. Good balance. The battery pack's removable. You can charge it on or off the bike. 36 volt, 11 amp hours. Lithium ion batteries, they're going to last a long time. They're lightweight, low and center. Sort of the same story with the Bosch stuff, and I like it. It works really well. So let's hop on. I'll show you how this thing works. But yeah, I think the short story is you get this nice, beautiful commuter setup, and you've got an efficient, relatively quiet electric drive system. Boop. Okay. I'm in turbo. Just taking right off. I'm gonna put the camera back there so you can get a sense for how this thing sounds. And then when you're shifting gears, it's smart enough to sort of let up. So yeah, that's the Haibike Trekking RX. Very cool bike. For more on this and others, I'll see you back at ElectricBikeReview.com.